Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today the Houston Rockets beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 114-104. The Rockets win their fifth straight, go to 10-3, 5-2 on the road now. Rockets, all 10 of their wins of the season come on a 5-game winning streak. Obviously, start off 0-2, 5-game winning streak, lose the Spurs, then 5-game winning streak. So that's kind of interesting, but the Rockets win on this first game of a very hard 22-game slate that's coming. Just the fact that 16, this was the first game of this, 16 of the next 22 games for the Rockets are on the road, and this was the first game tonight in Cleveland. Rockets get a dub 114-104. They were up almost 20 in this game. It was 18, and Cleveland just inched their way back in the game. Were able to get as close as it was like 5 or 3 they were able to get as close to, and it was unfortunate that the Rockets let the Cavaliers back into the game that much, but they were able to get the job done at the end of the day, and that's great. A 28 points for Alperen Sengun, 10 for 17 from the floor, 8 for 10 from 3 with 11 rebounds and 7 assists in 38 minutes. Turnovers weren't great with him tonight as he had 5 turnovers, but he had a steal and a block as well. So that's really good, and he had a great night. Another guy, the next guy I'm going to point to is Aaron Holiday, who was, a big help off the bench tonight with 19 points, a great 3 for 5 from 3, and 5 for 7 from the floor. And when the Rockets were letting the Cavaliers back in the game, the guy that was helping the Rockets, there was 2 guys really, but the guy that was hitting all the big shots for the Rockets down the stretch when the Cavaliers were getting back in the game and the Rockets were kind of playing even with them and then were raising their lead again was Aaron Holiday. That was the guy that was playing really well for the Rockets in the second half. He had 18 total in the game, 19 minutes. That's my mistake. But yeah, and 5 for 5 at the free throw line for Holiday. Josh Okogie, 0 points tonight, 8 minutes, 0 for 2 from the floor, 0 for 1 from 3. By the way, this is the first time the Rockets have won a game this season with the big lineup as the starting lineup. If you guys remember that lineup of Men Thompson, Kevin Durant, Jabari Smith Jr., Steven Adams, and Alperen Sengun, that lineup there where everybody's over 6'7", or 6'7" or higher. Everybody was talking about that starting lineup to start off the season, and this lineup goes 2 games together. They start off 0-2. Then you see Ime Udoka make a change. Josh Okogie enters the starting lineup. He's been in the starting lineup with those guys up until tonight. The Rockets with Okogie in the lineup were a total of 9-1, and so but the Rockets make a change in the starting lineup tonight with dealing with the Cavs double big lineup of Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, and it works. Adams tonight had 6 points and 11 rebounds in 28 minutes, and a part of me wonders if the Rockets are they going to continue with Steven Adams in the starting lineup, or is Josh Okogie going to be starting again? I that does make me wonder. I am wondering about that because Okogie only played 8 minutes tonight, but we'll see. Reed Shepherd had 12 points, 5 for 11 from the floor, and 23 minutes. Capella played 14 minutes, had 4 points. Jae'Sean Tate played 2 minutes, then never saw the floor again, 0 points, put up nothing. And so DMPs go to Jeff Green and J.D. Davis. And missing anything out, Jabari Smith Jr. had 14 points and 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Kevin Durant, 20 points. It was a really bad shoot night for Durant, though. Durant had 6 for 18, 1 for 6 from 3. So, but Durant has been 30 or higher in his last 3, so that's no problem. But and the Rockets did a really, I think, decent job with Donovan Mitchell tonight. Only 21 points, 8 for 17. He didn't get hot until the end of the game, and so I thought the Rockets did a really good job with him. DeAndre Hunter, this is the problem when you play when the Rockets they're playing zone defense tonight as they've done most of the season, and they're doing zone defense on Donovan Mitchell, trapping him to force the ball to his hands. That led to a lot of really good open looks for a guy like DeAndre Hunter, and he was able to kill the Rockets tonight. He had 25 points, and he shot 5 from 3. But outside of that, this was a great win for the Rockets. Make it 5 in a row, win on the road to make it now 10-3. The Rockets, with Denver winning tonight, the Rockets are not at second place in the West, but they are half a game out from the Denver Nuggets for second in the West, and those two teams play Friday night in Houston. So that should be a very good game Friday night with the Rockets and the Nuggets. And I don't want to hear much about the Cavaliers missing who they're missing. I'll acknowledge it. The Cavs are missing Darius Garland, Sam Merrill, their best three-point shooter, and Max Strus. But let's also remember the Rockets are missing their best guy off the bench, and probably their second best defender, you would say, Tari Eason. I would say also a top 3 defender on the team, another really good shooter. They're also missing Dorian Finney-Smith. So the Rockets are missing guys as well. Who's missing more important guys? That's probably Cleveland. But I think Dorian Finney-Smith and missing Dorian Finney-Smith, Tari Eason, and Fred VanVleet, even though Fred VanVleet might not come back this year, is just as important as missing Darius Garland, Sam Merrill, and Max Strus. So both teams are very shorthanded. There is no excuses in this one. Rockets win by 10 on the road. The Cavs still have talent, so I don't really care about the Cavs' injuries if anybody's going to come in there saying that. You guys give me your thoughts on this 114-104 win for the Rockets in the comment section, and we will see what the Rockets can do Friday night. Peace out. Go Rockets.